Today's daily dose of math is about the exponential function. I have another video where I showed how a student given the rule of an exponential function can fill in a table of values and graph it. But this video is about doing the process in reverse. What if we have a table of values and we have to figure out the rule, the equation? I like to start with simple examples. So I have two of them here, y equals 3 times 2 to the x and y equals 2 times 3 to the x. I'm going to find the equation in both cases, pretending I don't already know it. This is a good technique to do because when you know what the answer has to be, you are able to verify whether your process works. So starting over here, I pretend I don't know the equation, but I know the basic form is y equals a times b to the x. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in the first point, 0, 3, into this form. I get 3 equals a times b to the 0. But anything to the 0 is equal to 1. So this means I have 3 equals a times 1, which means a is equal to 3. I can rewrite my basic form, except I'm not going to show the a anymore. I'm going to put a 3 there. Now I plug in another point from the table of values. I'll choose the point 1, 6, and I have 6 equals 3 times b to the 1. But b to the 1 is equal to b. So I have 6 equals 3b. I can divide both sides by 3. These cancel, and b is equal to 2. Now I write my form again, and I'm replacing both the a with a 3 and the b with a 2. And I have correctly found the equation that I knew all along I would find. So the process works. Let's do it again with this example. But this time we'll pretend that we don't have all of these points in our table of values. We don't have the simplest points where x is equal to 0 and 1 and 2. Let's give ourselves a little bit more of a challenge. Starting with the point x equals 3, y equals 54, I write it into my form. 54 is equal to ab to the 3. And then I'll choose another point, and to make things not be too easy, I'm going to avoid using the point 218. I'm going to use the point 1, 6. 6 is equal to ab to the 1. And now what I can do is I can divide these equations. b cubed divided by b to the 1 is b squared. A divided by a cancels. And 54 divided by 6 is 9. I have b squared equals 9. So therefore b is equal to the square root of 9. B is equal to 3. I can write my equation y equals a times 3 to the x. Now I need to find my a. I'll plug in the point 218 to do that. If y is 18, x is 2. So I have 18 equals a times 3 squared. 18 is therefore equal to a times 9, or I'll write it as 9a. Divide both sides by 9. Cancel, cancel. And a is equal to 2. Now I can write my entire equation. Y equals, the a is 2, the b is 3. Y equals 2 times 3 to the x, which is what I knew all along I was going to get. So even if you haven't been given the y-intercept, even if you haven't been given the easiest points to work with, you have a process that you can use to find the equation of an exponential function so long as you know at least 2 points from a table of values. That is today's daily dose of math. Please like, subscribe, and share.